Hey everyone, it's Alex Bliss, and I am here to teach you how to make a pizza. The thing is that everybody kind of knows how to make pizza once you have all the ingredients, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of mix it up and try to make pizza roses, or flowers if you want to say that instead. So today we're going to start out, and something that you'll need that is a lot different than a regular pizza is the kind of cupcake sheet. Can be as many, circles as you want. I'm just going to do it small and do 6 of them. So you're going to need that. And then aside from that, we have the rest of the main ingredients here. So I'm going to go through it really quickly. I bought a couple different types of cheeses just to kind of mix it up, do a little different color scheme, add them together. That's that. I also got pepperoni. If you are vegan or vegetarian or whatever, you don't want to put these in, you don't have to. It won't really turn out like roses otherwise, but that's okay. So that's that pepperoni. I got this kind of, I think it's vodka sauce, and you can pick whatever you want. This is just kind of on sale there. They had like spinach, garlic, all that kind of sauce. So that is something that definitely you can use. Pick different brands, things like that. Last thing that you really need is the classic pizza crust. I got it from Pillsbury. There's other knockoff brands, but why not go for the original? And then last but not least, you're going to need a cutting board just to kind of like roll out the dough and everything. And you're also going to want to use some cooking spray to make sure that the foil is not going to make all of your flowers get stuck in here. So that is just the general item list. I'm going to write these down in the presentation just so you can have them for later. So we're going to go through that, and I will start the process of making them. Alright, so I opened the dough and I flattened it out. I actually don't have a pizza roller, so I used a cup and I sprayed it with the cooking spray so that the dough would not stick. So we're going to be using this dough and probably a little bit more, and we're going to cut it 8 inches long and then about 1.5 inches wide. So they're going to be like long strips about this big, and then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to make 1 strip, and then the rest will come out probably looking very much the same. So we're going to start out cutting. So here we go. And also I made it as flat as possible. I think that would just make it easier, make it quicker to cook. So we're going to start. Here we go. And then I'm going to cut off the excess. About a minute. Might have to. Probably going to do another little roll through just to make it again as flat as possible. Probably looks pretty lopsided, but there we go. There's that. Doesn't have to be extremely straight, just good enough to get the pepperoni, the cheese, and the sauce on there. So now we have the pepperoni. It's a little bit greasy, so I am going to wipe off a little bit of that. We're going to take about 8 pieces of pepperoni. Probably going to just fit them all along the whole length of the dough. So let's do that. So now that we have that, also going to be using the sauce at this point to kind of lay out the dough, kind of like show us the line of where we're going to be putting the pepperoni. I will do that right about now. I guess putting as much sauce as you want kind of just depends. I don't like it when it's too overloaded, so I'm just going to try to do a thin layer here and wipe off the excess. There we go. We can have a little bit of an overlap just to make it look a little bit more like petals. So there you go. Might need about. Alright, so now we're going to add the cheese. I'm going to do a little bit of both. Got some 5 cheese on here. And that's just going to go right in between the layer of pepperoni and sauce. Just kind of give it a little good spread here. Alright, so now we're going to start the rolling process. It's okay if it gets a little bit of an overlap, so you're just going to lift the edge here and start rolling. Here we go, so that should look a little bit like a rose. It's going to kind of lay like that. Alright, so now I'm going to spray a little bit every tin. That is just going to fit right inside there, and it will expand, so if it moves around, that's okay. Alright, so moment of truth. We have the roses all ready to go. We're going to set them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how the dough looks, if it ends up getting crispy or not. We're going to see how it goes. So here we go. Alright, so final product, it is finished. I let it sit for about 5 minutes. And there we go, there are the roses. This one I'm going to take out with a spoon. I let it sit for about 5 minutes. It should pop out relatively easily. There we go. There you have it, there's your rose.